Tonight, Phoenix College versus Yavapai, 7 p.m., Hoy Stadium. It's a free event. You need to come. It's very rare that we can actually play as a featured game because we have a rotation on our schedule that needs to be changed as soon as possible, as soon as the ACCAC coaches try to create sense in their brains to make sure that the featured team playing in the evening slot is the one that brings in the most ticket sales. Not alternate, it's the men's year to be the feature game, and then it's the women's. No, that's stupid. It's stupid. This has nothing to do with equality. This has to do with budget cuts. In basketball, in the same dang conference, the men's always play second. Why? Because they get more people in the stands. Because they understand money will allow you to be alive in the future. It wasn't too long ago, a couple years ago, Phoenix College voted to get rid of athletics. Why? Because it's budgetary and student success, and they add some other things. But it's about budgets. Football got eliminated. Why? They're stating it's budgetary. Now, there's a little fuzzy math in how they're coming up with these numbers, but if it's budgetary, why in heaven's name would we have Phoenix College and Yavapai play at 4:30 p.m. in August on a weekday? Is that just beyond stupid? It's insane that they would actually allow that to happen. And here I am trying to, get that to change, and no one wants to move on it. No one cares that we had, 4,000 people at our game last year, and then, that brought in, I don't know how much money, because they don't give me any. I mean, the concessions went through the roof, the ticket sales were insane. Why would we play at 4? I mean, that's just dumb. So I try to make the change. And of course, Yavapai's like, we want to stick to the handbook. No, you don't want to stick to the handbook. You don't want to be embarrassed in front of a lot of people. That's what it is. That is why. And it's someone call him out. No, I got to call him out. And yes, I'm calling out Yavapai. Play the feature game. We had to wait for rain and thunder to stop that game so we could play tonight. Why do we even have to even argue about this? I mean, we're throwing away money. So we're going through drop enrollment, and then they're going to take money away from our campus because we got to give it back, and then they're going to spread the cuts evenly. We're going to lose money. We're losing money tonight because it wasn't the feature game. So it's last week, so it's free to get in. There'll be 1,000 to 2,000 people here in August. At least 1,000. It's gonna be a big group because everyone wants to see this. Hopefully, we get those numbers. We can't promote other than I'm promoting on this podcast, but it's frustrating. I want to do a home and home switch. No, that's too difficult to do. So we can have a later time slot, whatever. It's frustrating. We are dealing with budget cuts. We are dealing with financial restraints. And we have an opportunity to make a lot of money because we have the number one rivalry in the country when it comes to soccer. No one comes close. No one. This started in 1995 between me and Phoenix College and Mike Paleone and Yavapai. It started back then. I gave Yavapai their first loss in history at their place. Their first loss at nighttime, snapping a 50-game unbeaten streak in 1995. I come back as a coach to give Yavapai more problems, and which I have. We've beaten Phoenix College. Me as a coach, we've beaten Yavapai more than anyone else in the country. It's easy to figure out. Go look at Mike's encyclopedia book that he has online. It has every stat. So, yeah, we're playing tonight. It's a great opportunity to come watch a game that's hardly played as a featured game, and it's frustrating. It should always be a featured game. Every other year, we get a night game. And then we hope we don't get rained out. We've done 2 sellouts with the Yavapai game. 2013, where we had 2,275 fans, and last year, which we had just under 4,000 fans show up. It's rare. That's the difference of 4 years, because we have these weird scheduling programs. You know, we just, and the thing is, we've even had discussion about having fans only on one side. So if I somehow got 5,000-6,000 people to the game, we couldn't have that many because we can't use the other side, because we can't have people behind the benches. I mean, we do silly things like that to hinder the ability of growing the game. It's silly. I can't stand it. But whatever. Tonight, Phoenix College versus Yavapai. It's a free event. Come watch the spectacle of what it is. It is the number 1 rivalry. Something happens all the time. It wasn't too long ago that I was banned from Whiskey Row after we beat Yavapai, knocking them out in nationals. I don't drink, so I'm safe. I'm not banned from Whiskey Row anymore. But, that's the things that go on, and I love it. I love when I have fans from Prescott call our president because I broke a clipboard on the sideline, and they thought that was just so disrespectful. Why they're doing that? Because they're competing. They're competing. Those things have to happen for it to be a rivalry. One, you got to have 2 really good teams, and there has to be wins and losses on both sides, and there has to be some uniqueness to it. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I don't care. Well, I care, obviously, but I want the opportunity to keep this rivalry alive. And part of that is fighting over time slots. So, anyways, forgive my rant. I'm very excited about tonight. Can we perform tonight and perform for the rest of the season? Because last year we beat Yavapai 5-0 in front of 4,000 fans, and I guess I wouldn't want to play in front of 4,000 people and get whooped on like that. But, yeah, we're going to pick a fight with our buddies in Prescott, and I love it. See you tonight.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.